What's up, my home slices? Sleepy here, and today we are going through the Pokedex. The entire Pokedex. You ready for that? This is recorded immediately after my previous episode, so if I missed any questions or anything, I'm sorry. It'll probably be in the next ep. But, check this out. I did PK Hex to get everything. And now I would like to go through every single one. No, not starting with Absol. We did see Absol in the previous episode. Alright, so we're going to go through every single one and see all their types and stuff. And I'm excited, but it might take a while. I don't know how long this is actually going to be. So, I'm pumped. We've actually encountered this before. It's electric flying. This one's rock normal. And fire dragon. We also have to look at it. It's also dark water. Its normal type is dark water, and then its mega is fire dragon. So that's pretty exciting. Ice type Charmander. Grass type Charmeleon. And then Ice Psychic type Charizard? Ah, but we don't have any Megas up in here, huh? Interesting, interesting. well. Fighting type Squirtle. Fighting type Wartortle. Dark type Blastoise. That's interesting. Can I see his Mega? No, looks like certain... I guess Megas don't count for the Dex unless you've actually encountered them. So we won't see all the Megas. But, you know, whatevs. We got Poison-type Caterpie. Bug-type Metapod. Ice-flying type Butterfree. This might take a while, and it's a cool way to see all the shinies, at least. Flying Electric type Weedle. Ghost Grass-type Kakuna. Rock-Fire type Beedrill. And that's Mega Beedrill, so habitat is unknown. Should have expected that. Normal-type Beedrill is just Bug Dark, which seems pretty fitting. But Rock Fire type is pretty intense, eh? Alright, so we got Pidgey, the Bug Ground type. Pidgeotto, the Electric Dark type. And then Pidgeot, the Electric Grass type. Rattata, the Steel type. Damn, that's pretty cool. And Raticate, whose shiny looks pretty weird, but he's the Grass type. We got a Dark Bug Spearow. And then we have a Dragon type Fearow. We have Ekans, the Electric Snake. Arbok, the Ghost type Cobra. Pikachu, and this cosplay Pikachu. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. I think. Alright, so we can't go through all its cosplay forms, but we did go through that earlier on, so if you really want to, go check out the episode where we first got Bella Pikachu. Oh no, actually that was during the stream, so you'd have to check out the stream. You know, go check that out, whatever you want. Alright, so cosplay is Poison, but normal Pikachu's Psychic, so that's pretty interesting. Raichu is Flying type. Sandshrew also Flying type. Sandslash is an Electric type. Nidoran Girl is a Fairy type. Nidorina is a Psychic. And Nidoqueen is a Flying Rock type. Kinda cool, but I hate its shiny, man. I love that these match the Nidorino, whatever, you know. Matches the opposite gender, right? And it sucks that this thing just got so ugly. They should have flipped the colors, you know? And then these are also super cute. He's a Dragon type. We got a Grass type Nidorino. Blue Nidorino is probably one of my fave pokes of all time. And then Ghost Bug type Nidoqueen looks awesome. Clefairy's a Grass type. Clefable's a Fighting type. Vulpix is a Rock type. Ninetales is also a Rock type. Jigglypuff is a Psychic Grass type, while Wigglytuff is a Steel Rock type. Zubat is a Rock Bug type. Golbat is a Water type. We knew that already. Oddish is a Dragon Normal type. That's pretty interesting. Gloom is a Fighting Flying type. And Vileplume is Ghost Bug. That's kind of spooky. We got a normal Steel Paris. We have Parasect, who is a Dark Electric. Also kind of looks Dark Electric a little bit. We got Venonat, who's a Flying Grass type. We got Venomoth, who is a normal Psychic type. Diglett is a Flying type. Dugtrio is a Fire type. Meowth is a Rock type. Kind of looks like a Rock type, too, those colors. Persian is a Flying type. Psyduck is only a normal type. But Golduck is a water type. Interesting. Interesting. Mankey is an ice type. Primeape is a grass type. Growlithe is steel, but Arcanine is rock. Poliwag is steel. Poliwhirl is fighting. And Poliwrath is fighting dragon. Abra is fairy. Kadabra is ground. Alakazam is also ground. Superpower Machop, I don't know why I read that instead. Normal type. Machoke is a ground type. And the Machamp is a dragon type. Pretty cool. Bellsprout is a fairy psychic type. Flycatcher Weepinbell is a dark flying. Victory Bell is a ghost steel. Tentacool, a ground bug. Tentacruel, a psychic ground. Geodude is a ground type. I love shiny Geodude. Personally, I think it's pretty cool. Graveler is a ghost rock type. And then Golem is a ground ice type. Ponyta, the rock type. Rapidash, the ghost type. Slowpoke, the normal flying type. Slowbro, the water fairy. Magnemite, the dragon psychic. Magneton, the fairy water type. Fire water type. Did I just say fairy water type? Farfetch, the flying ghost. Doduo, the twin bird, water ghost. Dodrio, the electric normal type. Seal, the steel type. Seal the steel, I like that. Dugong, the ground normal type. Grimer is just normal, but Muck is a ghost. Shelder is a fairy type, but Cloyster is a water grass. Ghastly is a fairy dragon, but Haunter is a water ice. And Gengar, Mega Gengar specifically, is a flying bug type. Let's take a look at other Gengar as a bug poison. So it kind of makes sense, almost. Not really. Very interesting, though. Onix is a ghost flying. Drowsy is a dark type. Hypno, an electric type. Krabby, a water type. Kingler, a bug type. And Voltorb, a rock type. I'm going to take a small break. Electrode, the rock type. Execute, the dragon normal type. Executor, the fairy ghost type. Cubone, the flying type, as we know. Marowak, the ground type, as we also know. Hitmonlee, the fire type. Hitmonchan is a fire type. Lickitung is a fairy type. Coughing is an ice type. Wheezing is a dragon type. Rhyhorn is a steel fairy type. Rhydon is a fire rock type. Chansey, the bug type. Tangela, the rock type. Kangaskhan, the ground type. Horsey, the ground type. Seadra, the fighting type. Goldeen, the psychic type. Seaking, the ground type. Staryu, poison. Starmie, fairy psychic. Which I believe is 4 times weak to poison, so Staryu could easily take him out. Mr. Mime, the electric rock type. Scyther, the ice grass type. And he kind of looks like an ice grass type in that pic, doesn't he? Like in that, when he's shiny. Right? Anyone else feel that? Jinx, the water dark type. Electabuzz is a fairy type. Magmar could have been a fairy type, should have been a fairy type because it's pink, is a dark type. Pinsir, and this is Mega Pinsir, is a fire psychic type. But his normal form is just a grass type. Fire psychic, damn. Wild Bull is a rock type, that's Tauros. Magikarp, the ice type. Gyarados, the psychic steel type as a mega, but as a regular, he's a water grass type. Interesting. Lapras, the bug ground type. Ditto, the dark type. Eevee, the electric type. Vaporeon, the steel type. Lightning Pokemon, the Jolteon, the normal type. Flareon, the fighting type. Porygon, the fire type. Ammonite, the fire dark type. Amistar, the poison normal type. Kabuto, the ghost dark type. Kabutops, the dark fairy type. Aerodactyl, the fighting rock type. Snorlax, the psychic type. Articuno, the fighting flying type. Zapdos, the dragon fighting type. Moltres, the electric type. Dratini, the poison type. Dragonair, the dark type. Dragonite, the steel electric type. Damn, this thing's standing at 7 feet. I wonder if that's wingspan? It can't be, no. It must be height, right? That's crazy. That thing's pretty tall. Mewtwo, also pretty tall, damn. 6 foot rock type. Mew is a dark type. Chikorita is a water type. Bayleaf is a dragon type. Meganium is a ghost type. We knew this. Cyndaquil, the electric type. Quilava is a poison type. And Typhlosion is a psychic type. Totodile is a flying type. Croconaw is a poison type. And Feraligatr, the fire type. Sentret, the fairy type. Ferret, the ghost type. Ooh. Hoot, the dragon ground type. Noctowl, the steel dragon type. Ladyba, the fairy fighting type. That kind of fits. Ladion, the bug fairy type, also fits. Spinarak, the water fairy type. It actually fits really well with that color scheme. Water fairy for a blue and pink spider. Ariados, the dragon ground type, also kind of fits, I think. Crobat, the dragon steel type. Chinchou, the fire steel type. Lantern, the steel ice type. Pichu, the fighting type. Looks like a fighting type, doesn't it? Star-shaped Pokemon, the ice type, the Cleffa. Igglybuff, the electric steel type. Togepi, the fighting type. Togetic, the dark flying type. He looks evil. Natu, the dragon fairy. Xatu, the normal type. Mareep, the ice type. Flaffy, the water type. Ampharos, the normal type. Blossom, the psychic type. Marill, the dragon rock type. Azumarill, the electric dark type. That kind of fits too, the type with the color. Sudowoodo, the dark type. Politoed, the ice type. Kind of fits a little bit. Hoppip, the fighting dark type. Oh, J-Pop. My beautiful J-Pop. Skiploom, the ground normal type. Jumpluff, the water electric type. Apom, the dragon type. Sunkern, the ice type. Sunflora, the dragon type. Yanma, the flying steel type. It doesn't really fit, but the flying kind of fits with blue. I don't know. Has wings, I mean, so, like, come on. Waterfish, the dragon dark rock. That's a rock. That's a whooper. Grass dark. Rock. Chicken digging boggins. Whew. Quagsire, the fairy ice type. Espeon, the steel type. Umbreon, the electric type. Murkrow, the ground type. Slowking, the fire ground type. Misdreavus, the psychic type. Unknown, the ghost type. And I'm gonna take a small break. Brrr. Okay, Unknown D is super cute. But Wobbuffet is a grass type. Girafarig is a fighting ghost type. Pineco is an electric type that fits the color pretty well. Did this one fit the... This one kind of fits the colors a little bit. Ground psychic type kind of fits a little bit. Dunsparce is a ground type. Gligar is a fighting ground type. Interesting. Steelix is a steel ice type. Snubbull is a dragon type. Granbull is a steel type. Quillfish is a grass steel type. Scizor is a fairy rock type. Shuckle is a grass flying type. Heracross, the normal psychic type. Sneasel, the ground ice type. Teddiursa, the flying type. Ursaring, the dark type. Slugma, the poison type. Magcargo, the grass fairy type. We had one of those. Swinub, the fighting normal type. Piloswine, the fighting bug type. Corsola, the normal dark type. Number 222. Damn, dude. Remore, the flying type. Octillery, the steel type. Delibird, the ghost water type. Ooh, super spooky, like haunted pirate ships or something. Mantine, the ground fairy. Skarmory, normal fire. Houndour, flying fire. Houndoom, ground dark. Kingdra, fairy fighting. Phampi, the grass type. Donphan, also a grass type. Porygon 2, the dragon. Stantler, the ice. Smurgle, dark. Tyrogu, the ground type. Hitmontop, the grass type. Smoochum, the dragon fire type. Elekid, the grass type. Magby, the fairy type. Miltank, the psychic type. Blissey, the bug type. Raikou, the psychic type. Entei, the poison type. Suicune, the dragon type. Larvitar, the poison fire type. Pupitar, the steel dark type. Tyranitar, the rock grass type. Lugia, the poison fire type. That kind of looks like it fits too, doesn't it? Ho-Oh, the steel type. Celebi, the grass water type. Trico, the grass type. Grovyle, the dark type. Trico stayed grass. Sceptile, the steel type. Torchic, the rock type. Combuskin, the poison rock type. Blaziken, the psychic dark type. Mudkip, the mudfish electric type. We had a Mudkip. Marshtomp, the ground fire type. And Swampert, who we own, the fairy ghost type. But he is also, we have his mega as well. He's a dragon type as a mega, which is pretty cool. Found that out in the last episode. Poochyena, the fairy type. Mightyena, the ground type. Zigzagoon, the poison type. Rushing Pokemon, the Lanoon, the water type. Wurmple, the fighting type. Silcoon, the electric type. Kind of fits. Kind of fits. Beautifly, the flying ice type. Cascoon, the normal type. Dustox, the poison type. Lotad, the dark water type. He does kind of look like a dark water type, doesn't he? No, you can't play around with his model, or can you? I don't know. Lombre, the dragon grass type, kind of sort of fits. Ludicolo, the ground type, almost fits. Maybe if he was a ground water would be interesting. C-Dot, the fire type, he is orange. Nuzleaf, the ghost type, he does look like a ghost. And Shiftry, the flying dragon, does not fit at all. Tailo, the fire ground. Swellow, the dark normal. Wingull the Ghost, and yet Pelipper the Fighting Normal. Ralts the Steel Fairy. Kirlia the Grass Psychic. Gardevoir the Ice Poison. Surskit the Bug Ice. Masquerain the Flying Ground. Shroomish the Psychic type. Breloom the Psychic Steel type. Slakoth the Fighting type. Vigoroth the Bug type. Slaking the Poison type. Nincada the Bug Rock type. Ninjask the Fairy Bug type. Shedinja the Grass type. Whismer the Dragon type. Loudred the Dragon type. Exploud the Grass type. Makuhita the Steel type. Hariyama the Ground type. Azurill the Steel Flying type. Nosepass the Ice type. And Skitty the Fire type. BRB. Ba-dum-bum. Delcatty the Steel type. Sableye the Flying Ice type. Mawile the Poison Water type. Aaron the Grass Steel type. Lairon the Dragon Fire type. Aggron the Electric Dragon type. Meditite the Dragon Electric type. Medicham the Electric Rock type. Electrike the Water type. Manectric the Flying type. Plusle the Bug type. Minun the Bug type. Volbeat the Electric type. Illumise the Dragon type. Roselia the Ground Fighting type. Gulpin the Grass type. Swalot the Ghost type. Carvana the Ground Dragon. Sharpedo the Psychic Water, and that's only his Mega. Let's see what his normal... I keep doing that to go to the appearance. His normal is Fighting Ice, but his Mega is Psychic Water. Wailmer the Rock type. Wailord the Bug type. Numel the Electric Fairy. And Camerupt the Fairy Flying. Torkoal the Ice type. Spoink the Bug type. Grumpig the Fire type. Spinda the Normal type. Trapinch the Psychic type. Vibrava the Rock Fighting type. Flygon the Ground Normal type. Cacnea the Psychic type. Cacturn the Psychic Grass type. Swablu the Steel Grass type. But Altaria the Ground Steel as a Mega. As a not Mega, it is Grass Fire. Grass Fire to Ground Steel. That's quite a transition. Zangoose the Electric type. Seviper the Rock type. Lunatone the Steel Flying type. Solrock the Ground Water type. Barboach, the Water Psychic type. Wishcash, the Bug Steel type. Corphish, the Steel type. Crawdaunt, the Water Electric type. Baltoy, the Fighting Ground type. Claydol, the Rock Fighting type. Lileep, the Water Fire type. Cradily, the Dark Bug type. Anorith, the Steel Dark type. Armaldo, the Ground Dragon type. Feebas, the Ghost type. That kind of fits color-wise, right? Melodic, the Dragon. Castform, the Fire type. Kecleon, the Dark type. Shuppet, the Psychic type. Bannet, the Marionette type. That's a Steel type, not Marionette type. Duskull, the Flying type. Dusclops, the Rock type. And Tropius, the Rock Fire type. Chimecho, the Ground type. Absol, the Ghost type. But as we know, we already checked this one previously, but we can check anyway. Normal Absol is just Flying type. Why not the Water type? Why not Water, right? Ooh, why not Water? Snorunt, the Fire type. Glalie, the Rock type. Saphil, the Normal Water type. Celio, the Rock Normal type. Walrein, the Fire Ice type. Clamperl, the Fairy type. That fits, I think. Huntail, the Ghost type. Gorbis, the Dragon type. Relicanth, the Dark Water type. Love Disc, the Fairy type. Bagon, the Water type. Bagon. Now you get to hear all my pronunciations also. Isn't that fun? Shelgon, the Electric type. Salamence, Normal Fighting type. Beldum, the Rock Fire type. Metang, the Water Grass type. Metagross, the Dragon Electric type. Regirock, the Electric type. Regice, the Fighting type. Registeel, the Dark type. Latios, the Electric type. Latios, the Poison Psychic type. Kyogre, the Flying type. Groudon, the Psychic type. Rayquaza, the Rock Water type. Jirachi, the Ice Electric type. Deoxys, the Rock type. Turtwig, the Water type. Grottle, the Ghost type. Torterra, the Psychic type. Chimchar, the Grass type. Monferno, the Poison Electric type. That actually looks like it fits a little bit. Dark Steel for Infernape. Piplup, the Grass type. Prinplup, the Poison type. Empoleon, the Normal Flying type. Starly, the Steel Ice. Staravia, the Rock Grass. Staraptor, the Ice Ground. Bidoof, the Grass type. And number 400 is Bibarel. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. I'm loving it. Oh, yeah. Alright, we're still going. Kricketot, the Normal type. Cricketune, the Bug type. Shinx, the Ghost type. Luxio, the Normal type. Luxray, the Water type. Badoo, the Normal Steel. Roserade, the electric psychic, Cranidos, the water type, Rampardos, the grass type, Shieldon, the dark ice type, Bastiodon, the ghost water type, Burmy, the psychic type, Wormadon, the rock type, Mothim, the ground ghost type, Combi, the flying water type, Vespiquen, the grass dark type, Pachirisu, the rock type, Bwizzle, the psychic type, Floatzel, the normal type, Cherubi, the 420, Blaze it type, Cherum, the steel type, Cherubi was water type if you're blind. Shellos is the ghost type, Gastrodon, fire poison type, Ambipom, the poison type, Drifloon, the fighting dark type, Drifblim, the dark dragon type, Bunnery, the ghost type, Lopunny, the psychic normal type, but its other form is fire. Miss Magius, the grass type, Honchkrow, the ice water type, Glameow, the normal type, Purugly, the fire type, Chingling, the ground type, Stunky, the dark psychic type, Skunk Tank, the ground ice type, Bronzor, the bug ice type, Bronzong, the fairy psychic type, Bonsley, the fairy type, Mime Jr., the ground steel type, Happiny, the dark type, Chatot, the psychic steel type, Spiritomb, the ground steel type, Gibble, the flying type, Gabot, the normal steel type, Garchomp, the ground ghost type, Munchlax, the poison type, Riolu, the ghost type, Lucario, normal dark type, Hippopotas, steel type, Hippopodon, fighting type, Scorpy, the fairy dark type, Drapion, the ice fairy type, kind of fits the color scheme a little bit, Krogunk, the fighting rock type, Toxicroak, the ground ice type, Carnivine, the water type, Finneon, the bug type, Luminion, the fire type, Mantike, the electric grass type, Snover, the fire normal type, Abomasnow, the water fighting type, Weavile, the ice psychic type, Magnezone, the water grass type, Lickilicky, the fire type, Rhyperior, the ice type, Tangrowth, the poison type, Electivire, the fighting type, Magmor, the ghost type, Togekiss, the dark water type, Yanmega, the water electric type, Leafeon, the ground type, Glaceon, the ground type, Gliscor, the ghost bug type, Mamoswine, the dragon poison type, Porygon Z, the psychic type, Gallade, the psychic water type, Probopass, the fire ghost, Dusknor, the grass, Frostlass, the fighting water, Rotom, the normal fairy, Uxie, the dark type, Mesprit, the dark type, Azelf, the electric type, Dialga, the ground dragon type, Palkia, the ice fire type, Heatron, the psychic flying type, Regigigas, the poison type, Giratina, the pure dragon type, Cresselia, water, Fion, psychic, Manaphy, steel, Darkrai, dark, Shaman, bug rock, Arceus. Now, I don't know if we can go through his appearances. No, we can't. He is somehow randomized to be normal. That's quite a thing. You never know with God, right? And he's 10 feet fucking tall. Like, hot damn. Victini, the ice ground type, Snivy, the fire type, Servine, the dark type, Serperior, the dragon type, Tepig, the flying type, Pignite, the Pignite type, flying poison type, and Emboar, number 500, is the dragon ground type. Oshawott, the steel type, Duat, the fire type, Samurott, the poison type, Patrat, the electric type, Watchog, the electric type, Lillipup, the dark type, Herdier, the bug type, Stoutland, the grass type, Purloin, the fire type, Liepard, the fairy type, Pansage, the fairy type, Simisage, the grass type, Pansear, the steel type, Simisear, the dark type, Panpour, the grass type, Simipour, the fire type. That's kind of funny because they're all crazy types, right? And they're supposed to be like specific things. Moona, the bug type, Masharna, the electric type, Pidove, the steel bug type, Tranquil, the psychic grass type, Unpheasant, the rock type, Blitzel, the poison type, Zebstreak, the fire type, Roggenroll, the dragon type, Boldor, the steel type, Gigalith, the rock type, Woobat, the water normal type, Swoobat, the normal fairy type, Drillbur, the poison type, Excadrill, dragon ghost, Audino, ground, Timburr, steel, Girder, normal, Conkeldurr, fighting, Timpole, fire, Palpitoad, flying, fighting, Seismitoad, rock, poison type, Throw, the fighting type. Wow, Throw, way to mix it up a little bit, huh? But Sock, the fairy type, that's what I'm talking about. Seawaddle, the ground type, Swadloon, the normal ghost type, Leavanny, the ground grass type, Venipede, the ground water type, Whirlipede, the bug dragon type, Scullypede, the bug dark type, Cottony, the rock type, Whimsicott, the fairy rock type, Petalil, the flying type, Lilligant, the ground type, Basculin, the psychic type, Sandile, the fighting flying type, Krokorok, the psychic ice type, Crocodile, the flying water type, Darumaka, the grass type, Darmanitan, number 555, the bug type, Maractus, the fire type, Dwebble, the electric poison type. And now this is something that we actually need to talk about because this was a Pokemon who very early on, now we don't know its ability just by looking at this. It would have been nice if they put abilities on here. But we actually couldn't figure out. He has Wonder Guard. And we couldn't figure out how to kill this thing early on in the game. But we stalled it out in the end. But still, it's an electric poison type, so that's good to know. Crustle, the ice ghost type. Scraggy, the water grass type. Scrafty, the bug electric type. Actually, very fitting colors. Sigliff, the bug ghost. Yamask, the rock. Cofagrigus, the poison type. Also fitting. Tortuga, the steel ghost type. Caracosta, the ground electric type. Archin, the bug psychic type. Archeops, the ground ice type. Trubbish, the dark type. Garbodor, the ghost type. Zorua, the steel type. Zoroark, the fighting type. Minccino, the grass type. Cinccino, the poison type. Gothita, the fire type. Gothorita, the ghost type. Gothitelle, the fire type. Solosis, the electric type. Duosian, the steel type. Reuniclus, the grass type. Ducklet, the fire fairy type. Swanna, the normal ground type. Vanillite, the bug type. Vanillish, the poison type. Vanillux, the poison type. Deerling, the electric type. Sawsbuck, the electric fire type. Emolga, the poison fighting type. Carablast is rock, Escavalier is dragon ice. Fungus is fire flying, and Amoongus is rock psychic. Frillish, the normal flying type. Jellicent, the normal electric type. Elomamola, the psychic type. Joltik, the ice electric type. Galvantula, the dark rock type. Ferroseed, the rock bug type. Ferrothorn, the normal steel type. Clink, the poison type. Clang, the psychic type. And Cling Clang is a ground type. Alright, ready for the home stretch. Apparently I'm not. Dynamo, the electric type. Electric, the ghost type. Electris, the poison type. Elgium, the water type. Behemoth, the electric type. Litwick, the rock ice type. Lampent, the ice poison type. Chandelure, the electric fighting type. Axu, the water type. Fracture, the rock type. Haxorus, the ghost type. Cubchoo, the fire type. Beartick, the electric type. Cryagonal, the normal type. Shelmet, the electric type. Salgore, the bug type. Stunfisk, the normal fairy type. Mindfu, the rock type. Mindshao, the poison type. Drudgegon, the grass type. Golett, the bug rock type. Golurk, the ice grass type. Poniard, the grass fire type. Bisharp, the fairy type. Bouffalant, the bug type. Rufflet, the fighting dark type. Braviary, the grass bug type. Volibee, steel poison type. The Mandibuzz, the fire dragon type. Heatmore, the dark type. Durant, the dragon flying type. Dino, the flying water type. Zweilous, the ground ice type. Hydreigon, the flying electric type. Larvesta, the dragon psychic type. Volcarona, the grass ghost type. Cobalion, the flying type. Terrakion, the water poison type. Virizion, the ice normal type. Tornadus, the psychic type. Thundurus, the fairy electric type. Reshiram, the steel fighting type. Zekrom, the poison dragon type. Landorus, the rock ice type. Kyurem, the poison rock type. And Keldeo, the normal fire type. Meloetta, the fire fighting type. Genesect, the poison steel type. Chespin, the dragon type. Quilladin, the flying type. Chestnut, the ground fighting type. Fennekin, the fighting type. Breaksin, the bug type. Delphox, the fighting fire type. Froakie, the bug type. Frogadier, the steel type. Greninja, the poison psychic type. Bunnelby, the flying type. Diggersby, the flying rock type. Fletchling, the fairy dark type. Fletchinder, the ground grass type. Talonflame, the ground dark normal. That's ground normal, not ground dark. Ground normal type. Scatterbug, the fairy type. Spewpaw, the ice type. That actually kind of fits, right? Doesn't he look blue on the face a little bit? Vivillon, the psychic rock type. Litleo, the fire psychic type. Pyroar, the water fighting type. I don't know if they change types based on appearance. No, they don't. Flabebe, the single bloom flower Pokemon, the rock type. Floette. Az's Floette specifically is the ghost type. And that's all we have, so it's the ghost type. Florges is the fairy type. Skiddo is the poison type. Go-Go is the ground type. Pancham is the dark type. Pangoro is the steel ice type. Furfrou is the fairy type. Espurr is the electric type. Meowstic is the electric type. Honedge is the dark bug type. Doublade is the dark grass type. Aegislash is a grass bug type. Spritzy is a ghost type. Aromatisse is an ice type. Swirlix, the water type. Slurpuff, the poison type. Inkay, the ground fighting type. Malamar, the water dark type. Binacle, the electric grass type. Barbicle, the psychic flying type. Scraup, the dragon grass type. Dragalge, the flying ghost type. Clauncher, the normal type. Clawitzer, the psychic type. Helioptile, the ghost type. Heliolisk, the fighting ghost type. Tyrunt, the dragon normal type. Tyrantrum, the fairy type. Amora, the fairy grass type. Aurorus, the bug dragon type. That's bug dark type. Sylveon, the flying type. Hawlucha, the rock normal type. Dedenne, the water Pokemon type. Carpink, the water fire type, Goomy, the steel type, Slagoo, the ice type, Goodra, the dark type, Klefki, the ghost steel type, Phantump, the ghost grass type, Trevenant, the fairy dark type, Pumpkaboo, the ground water type, Gorgeous, the electric fire type, Bergmite, the poison type, Avalugg, the ground type, Noibat, the fire water type, Noivern, the steel fairy type, Xerneas, the fairy type, Yveltal, the rock fairy type, Zygarde, the grass steel type, Diancie, the poison bug type. No, I don't. We should be able to also view his other one, right? Yeah. Normal Diancie is normal ghost type, but Mega Diancie is poison bug type. Hoopa, which I don't believe we will be able to view his now. We don't have his unbound form, but he is a dark poison type. And Volcanion is a fairy rock type. So that's exciting. There we go. Finally through the whole entire Pokédex. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of purely me just saying it. The question of the day is, after seeing all after seeing all of these, who is the coolest one? Which one did you personally think was the best one? And also, what pronunciations did I get wrong? Because I'm sure as hell that many of you will be wrong, angry with some of my pronunciations. Happens a lot. I pronounce things wrong. It's whatevs. But if I did get anything wrong, let me know. I just want to see what you think some things are called. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace out, my beautiful, beautiful home slices. Stay beautiful, home slice. Stay beautiful.